Hello students, welcome to the second video of Science Class 8 Chapter 5 Coal and Petroleum.
In our previous video of this chapter, we have discussed about coal, and in today's video, we are going to discuss about the petroleum. So let's start. First of all, let us understand about petroleum. Students, petroleum is a natural resource formed from organisms living in the sea millions of years ago, and it is a dark and oily liquid mixture with a very unpleasant odor. Students, did you know how the petroleum is formed? So let us understand. Students, petroleum and natural gas are formed from compressed organic matter, and because of high pressure and temperature, that organic matter was transformed into petroleum. Students, you can see a picture on your screen. Let us understand the formation of petroleum by this picture. In first picture, you can see about 3 to 400 million years ago, aquatic plants and animals die and are buried on the ocean floor by layers of sand and silt. And after that, 50 to 100 million years ago, layers of sediment are deposited above, and the pressure and heat causes compaction of the remains. And then after, in present time, the remains become oil and gas, which are forced out of porous rock to form deposits which we drill for. Students, did you know about the first well in the world? The first oil well was drilled in the Pennsylvania, USA in the year 1859, and the top producer of petroleum in the world are Saudi Arabia, Russia, Norway, Iran and UAE. And in our country India, oil wells are found in Assam, Gujarat, Mumbai, Tamil Nadu and in the river basin of Godavari and Krishna. Our next topic of discussion is extraction of petroleum. Students, did you know how the petroleum is extracted from the oil reservoir in the sea? The petroleum is extracted from these reservoirs which are found in seabeds and river basin by drilling through pipelines. And the place where reservoirs of petroleum are found are called oil wells. And students, now let us know about the refining of petroleum. Students, the petroleum that is extracted from the oil wells is in the form of mixture of various chemicals like petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin wax, etc. And thus it need to be refined. The process of separating the various constituents of petroleum by fractional distillation is called refining. And the refining process of petroleum is done in petroleum refinery. At the refinery, the crude oil mixture is fractionated into different components by fractional distillation, and it is done in a fractionating tower. In this process, the crude oil is heated to about 400 degrees Celsius in a furnace and the vapor is fed into the tower. The light gases are the topmost fraction, followed by the petrol and kerosene. Diesel is the heaviest fraction. The other heavier fractions are not useful and are usually used to make asphalt to surface roads. Students, now let us know about different constituents of petroleum and their uses. The useful substances obtained from petroleum and natural gas are called petrochemicals, and these petrochemicals are used in the manufacture of detergents, polyester and nylon fibers, fertilizers, cosmetics, polythene and other man-made plastics. The different components of the petrochemicals are used for different purposes, such as LPG is used as a fuel for home and industry, and petrol is used as motor fuel, aviation fuel and a solvent for dry cleaning, and naphtha is used as the primary component in the production of fuels, and kerosene is used as a fuel for stove and lamps and also in jet aircrafts. Diesel is used as a fuel for heavy motor vehicles and electric generators, and lubricating oil is used for many lubricating purposes. And paraffin wax is used in ointment, candles and Vaseline.
And thus petroleum is of great commercial importance due to its versatile use. It is also called black gold, but it is an exhaustible resource, so it needs to be used judiciously. We can save this precious resource by following some simple steps such as use public transport, walk to cover short distances, and carpool to school and work. Students, let us revise what we have learned today. Question 1. Petroleum was formed from organisms A. Living on the land, B. Living on the plants, C. Living on the sea, D. Living on the rocks. And your right answer is C. Living in the sea. Question 2. Use of paraffin wax. A. Lubrication, B. Making of ointment, C. Fuel for stove, D. Road surfacing. And your right answer is B. Making of ointment. Question 3. Naphthalene balls are obtained from coal tar and are used for A. Mosquito repellent, B. Honeybee repellent, C. Moth repellent, C. Snake repellent. And your right answer is C. Moth repellent. Question 4. Which of the following is not a constituent of petroleum? A. Paraffin wax, B. Lubricating oil, C. Petrol, D. Coke. And your right answer is D. Coke. Practice makes perfect. It's time to practice. And your practice homework are on your screen. We will meet soon in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching. Hello students, welcome to the second video of Science Class 8 Chapter 5 Coal and Petroleum.